Wonder and awe. Choose it, cultivate it, get it to Supersize You. Welcome to day 149 of our Supersize You annual challenge. And today we're talking about a topic that's really near and dear to my heart. And I have a secret advantage with respect to this because I'm around little people that are amazingly learning, growing, and absorbing everything. You know, they say that toddlers are sponges, and I get to see two of my granddaughters every single day and be in awe and wonder of how the world works, what things are, how they work, as a reminder that we all can have that by cultivating those things within us. How curious are you? When is the last time, and I've talked about curiosity before several times this year, because I think it is such an important way to open us up to the possibilities of what else is out there for us, what could be out there for us. So today our topic, in addition to execute of our super framework, which we'll talk about that in a second, is to have a childlike sense of wonder. Be curious about the things around you. Be curious how things work. I had an idea this morning, and I'm probably going to do it after my morning content creation, is I have a really controversial take on something, and I mentioned it in passing, but I don't think I've ever really said it right out loud and as the central focal topic of a video. And I think I'm going to do a YouTube video about it today and see if it gets people riled up or if they say, yeah, you're right about that. Because I think that we need to wonder about people's reactions to things sometimes. Well, what we want to do is we want to keep our mind young. Why do we want to keep our mind young? Because when you're young, you're flexible and elastic and willing to go with the flow and love learning new things and are willing to try new things because you're not afraid. Because what if it fails? Well, you still have, 80 to 90 years to figure it out and fix anything you do wrong when you're a child. So we want to develop that childlike sense of wonder within us and curiosity. Why? Because it raises our vibration. It gets us really energetic and excited about whatever we're doing. And if you're not excited about creating the best possible version of yourself, nobody else is going to be, right? If you're not excited about how you're showing up in the world, what you're doing, what you're learning, what you're saying, how you're growing, the interactions you're having with other human beings, nobody can do that for you, right? So I think cultivating wonder and awe to me is about getting curious and excited about my life and how I can make it better every single day. And that's really bottom line what this challenge is all about. How can I be the best possible version of myself by really loving and enjoying the life that I am creating for myself or co-creating with myself? Children instantly have a childlike sense of wonder. That's why they call it a childlike sense of wonder. But we lose it as adults. Why? Because we have experiences that beat us down and discourage us. This is really funny, but California just passed something called the Nick Shirley Act. It's the most ridiculous insanity thing I've ever heard of in my life. Okay, well, we're not going to let people investigate fraud. Why? Because we're probably doing fraudulent things. So that was the headline I woke up to. I just started laughing. I'm like, how insane are we going to get and call it sane and call it sanity and accuse other people of being what we actually are when we look in the mirror? Stop the insanity. So, nature, how do we cultivate wonder and awe? What things just make you stop and observe and say, oh my God, this is amazing? A sunrise, a sunset. Me, anytime I'm near a body of water. I love rivers. I love oceans. I love lakes. I am obviously a Pisces. I love anything water related. And so I find those things amazing. I'll never forget driving up to my parents' house, and they were in Texas for the winter. And at their house, one of the faucets outside the house had broken and was spraying water out onto this. It was a bush, but by the time it was done, it was like 30 feet high. This giant icicle had formed in the winter in Wisconsin. And I remember, I've got pictures of it somewhere. I should have pulled it up, but I just thought of it now. I was in awe that water could form something so big and so large, something so much larger than the water was even spraying. It was amazing. I was in awe of that. And it reawakened in me the wonder and the reminder to look for beauty all around us. Because guess what? It's there. We see what we allow ourselves to see. We hear, we think about what we allow ourselves to. So if you're letting negative in, guess what? You're getting negative out and negative results. If you're letting positive, wonder, awe, curiosity, love, light, appreciation, gratitude in, that's what you're getting out as results. So today, what are we going to do with this? I challenge you to find something that is wonderful, awe-inspiring, and share it in the comments below after you've fully experienced it yourself. So whether it's a sunrise, a sunset, a walk in nature, flowers. Our peonies are blooming, and every day I'm going out and taking a picture of them as they're blooming because they're like my favorite flower. And we had these 3 dead little peony bushes, and my daughter's mother-in-law replanted them and helped us plant a beautiful garden. So I cannot wait to see those in full bloom. They're going to be amazing. Each of the bushes probably has at least 30 buds on it for the first time in I think 6 or 7 years that we've been here. So it's going to be amazing. That will be what I experience as wonder and awe today. Because I saw them before. I don't think I had pictures of them before. But this year they just came back so big and strong and beautiful. And I can't wait to see the blooms on them. I don't think we ever had more than 1 peony on any of those previous bushes, which is interesting. They were in a bad spot. They were in a shady spot by a fence. So today, share something that you wonder about or curious about or in awe of so we can learn from one another. And then tell us how it made you feel if you're brave. All right, E. Execute in our super framework. And I usually have it so I can flash it, but it's close. It's right there. And even the little unicorn is pointing to it. So how do we execute? What does that mean with respect to our super process? Well, yesterday we planned our path, right? And we took a step on it. And today we're going to ask ourselves, how did that work? Did that work? Did that give us a result? If it did, double down on it and do more of it today. If it didn't, do something else. Take some other action. We want to have a propensity for action. And now we know the direction that we want to go. It's easy to make a decision as to what to do next, what to do next, what to do next. I'm laughing. I drew the path card today. I like to draw a card every morning just to give me a sense of urgency. Sometimes I'll go through books like, oh, wow, it's Path Day, Staying on the Path by Dr. Wayne Dyer. Obviously, there's a message for me here today. I'm going to take that upstairs too. But find something that you can execute on today to fill the gap between where you are and where you want to be with respect to your mental health and well-being. I don't know about you, but I know for me personally, I need to pause more frequently throughout my day and just breathe and be present and chill. Even if it's just for 30-second increments, I need to do that. I think I'm going to set alarms today for 4 times today during my working day. I'm going to set an alarm to just pause and maybe do a silent meditation for 5 minutes. I don't know if I can commit to 5 minutes of silence 4 times today. We'll see. I will decide after this video. All right, that's it today. If I can help you in any way, please reach out and ask. I got a flash of an idea this morning of what I want to do with my Supersize school, Supersize Your Business school community. I just got a super cool idea today, and I'm gonna find a way to hopefully get that out there this morning and say, okay, what do you think of this, people? All right, have an amazing day. I will, of course, be with you tomorrow.